Action. Alright guys, welcome back to Rob's Arcade. I'm your host as always, Rob French, and it is Monday, so it is time for that Monday morning show. Hope everybody had a great weekend, and it's Memorial Day. We are getting close to June and the summertime, and everything is looking really good. Now, before I go any further, this is going to be a great episode of Rob's Arcade because I do have a special guest. We will get to that in just a moment. But I want to let you know, man, my weekend has been good, you guys. Actually, Saturday was a lot busier than I thought. Kind of a nasty, cold weekend. Don't think a lot of people went to the beach for Memorial Day weekend. So it was a little crazy at the restaurant. But I don't know, Sunday was pretty good, pretty chill. Hung out with the wife. Got some packing done. I know nobody wants to know that I'm moving away. Rob's Arcade is changing locations. But it was nice. Got some Lego packed away. I can't even believe how much Lego crap I've got. So much stuff. So much stuff. But speaking of Lego, I got so much stuff also because of my cousin Holden, who was hanging out with me today. Holden, come on into the living room, please. He's going to be talking with us with some gambling stuff here today because, well, this guy likes to bet. And I bet I don't know a dang thing about betting. So, my man Holden, who's hooked up with plenty of Lego, here we go. We're gonna be hanging out today. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna get out there proper. We're gonna head to the casino. Talk about a little bit of betting. Holden, how we doing, dude? How was your weekend? Good weekend so far? Now I know how your weekend was. You don't even remember your weekend.
That is correct.
We're gonna head out here. We're gonna head to the casino. So typically on Monday shows, I like to have like a little topic, you know, something to talk about.
Right.
And my man here, follow me here. My man Holden is always talking about these. Oh no, I messed up. I gotta do it again. Maybe we can get over here somehow. Here, follow me. Here we go. My man Holden is always talking about these. Here we go. These bets he's placing and this sports stuff, but I have no idea really.
Are you calling a helicopter?
Yeah, I have no idea what the heck you're talking about most of the time. So I figured it'd be really cool if you could kind of hang out with us and just kind of break this all down, man. Explain to us exactly what you do.
Not the greatest at it.
How can I help? I'm getting better
has been dispatched to your location.
About just being more disciplined, but that's one of the biggest things is just being disciplined.
Well, you talk about a lot of different like things, like as far as like these like parlays, these units, and like really quick, just one question. So I asked this the other day on our Snap. Does it matter how much you have in your bankroll to pay out?
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. Okay.
It's just the thing is, the higher your bankroll, the more you can place.
The more you can place.
The more you can place, which is ultimately going to earn you more money. So, you know, essentially, like if you had $1,000 in your bankroll,
clear the LZ,
and you'd bet 1% of that.
That's bad. That's a bad landing zone. What are you doing? Why don't you land up here? Just Herb and get in here real quick.
where do you want to go?
Is it triangle, dude? Get in here real quick. It's not letting you? Can you get in? Can you get in?
Hey, get back in here!
Oh, it's this bad.
Yo, what the heck? Is this a glitch?
I think it's gotta be.
Alright, I don't know what to do.
Hold on, I don't know either. Actually, I do, but this is gonna be bad. I don't know. Gosh, this video might not get posted if I do this.
I don't know what to do. What's glitching on me, brother?
Hold on, wait.
Is it... Why did it land there, dude?
I don't know either.
This dude is just like... This dude is a psycho, dude. He's just like driving... You had a perfect spot to land him.
On the roof, right?
He's
Watch out.
Are you trying to... You're gonna get...
Watch out. Where's he going? Where? Dude.
Dude, I'm sorry, this is kind of funny.
Only on Rob's Arcade, right?
Alright, so what I'll try to tell you, so like I was saying about a bankroll, so let's you use $1,000 for an example. So $1,000. Typically, one unit is 1% of your bankroll. He's wrecking this helicopter. Typically, one unit is 1% of your bankroll. So,
Oh, this is
like,
bad.
let's say,
Oh, this is bad. We should just bail. Just run. Just run.
Let's just get out of here, dude. Let's just get out of here.
Whoa!
Oh.
Oh. We barely missed that. Wow.
Alright, here,
Okay.
grab this.
No, come here, just come here. I'm calling my mechanic. Alright, so just go ahead and start talking. Just go ahead and start
What I
rolling.
was gonna say, anyways, what I was gonna say was, so if you had $1,000 bankroll, that's just a good measure, and
You
you
need
bet
something, huh? One of your rides?
1%
know.
or 1 unit. When you say 1 unit, that's 1% of your bankroll. So, like on like a play that you really like,
I'll bring it
you
to
bet, let's say 5 units on that. So, in that case, you're betting $50. If it's a play that you're not as confident in, but you really like it, you know, you do 1 unit, which would just be $10.
So
And
each
the more-
unit's $10.
if in this sense, and obviously, like the bigger your bankroll, then you adjust your unit size. So let's say you have $100,000. Now you're using $10,000 per unit, which is going to pay out more at the end of the day. And then obviously you go to you get into the games and the odds per se. So if you're at plus 100 odds, or if you're at plus 100 odds, that means you're doubling your money. It's you're risking 10 to win 10 at plus 100. Most average bets are minus 110, which is risking 10 to win like $8 or $9. And the odds makers do that to kind of cover their tails, so that way they're never like odds makers don't like when people take plus odds or plus 100 odds or more, because the payout's bigger. I mean, at the end of the day, like you could do. I mean, I got into these stupid parlays where.
Well,
you
like, can you use basketball like right now as an example? Like, I know basketball, like, is kind of hot right now with the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, like, how would basketball work right now with, like, one of these bets that you're talking about? Like, how would all that work out?
Like, you talking about how would it work if? All right, so like for example, I'll look at it right now. So like, I'm gonna pull up my FanDuel right now because I'm gonna place a bet. Right, I'm gonna place a bet on, right, like as we're speaking.
Okay.
So I'm pulling it up. I got about $800 in my bankroll. Okay, actually just
Very
lost.
nice. Very nice. Okay.
It's stocking up. I just lost a pretty nice little chunk on the Lakers just now, but I'm going to go to the basketball. So right now you have the Brooklyn Nets and the Boston Celtics coming up at.
Well, you got to exit the car and follow me, bro.
Oh, whoops.
No, you're good. You're good.
I'm looking.
He's like, he's looking up stuff, man. Chill out, you guys. I know. It's all good. Let's see.
Let's check. Wait, where did I just go?
I don't know. I went into the casino.
Is it letting me?
Fuck it. Lucky escape. Oh, shit. Another bum, man.
The Diamond Casino and Resort presents a brand new car available to
Yeah, I'm
you
in the
today,
casino right now, dude.
simply with a spin of a
I don't know
wheel.
how to get in there, brother.
Okay.
Where'd you go?
Time for the next
I
question.
don't know. It just shot me outside.
Oh, well, you didn't click on the right thing, dude.
It says exit. Do I go in the VIP?
Oh, just go into the casino.
It says. So stupid. No. You were right there, and then that's like I feel like
Purchase a luxury penthouse apartment on site, and you and your friends
I went
can
from
party in
casino
style.
to... Oh, chips, are you kidding me?
did you go one of the exits?
No,
Oh
I just went
wait,
from the
sorry. All
casino
right, I
and
got it. I got it. I
from
got it.
penthouse
I
into
got it.
casino, man.
Yep, I found it.
Oh man, the car to win right now is fire.
Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna place bets live on the phone. It's gonna be sweet. Alright. Not gonna take any,
What's
not
up,
gonna take
dude?
anything to drink. Feel sick. So I'm not gonna drink any. It's also not good to drink while you gamble.
Oh, I
Keep
can
the
imagine
mind
that would
sharp.
be,
Keep the mind sharp. I've done it, gone down the rabbit hole, and it's just like you're drunk and you start losing, so you start going and chasing and trying
Oh,
to
you should
bet
spin the
bigger
wheel, bro.
amounts.
Spin the wheel.
Yeah, spin this wheel, bro.
See what you get.
Lucky spin, baby. Give me that shirt.
I hope you win the car, man. Well, I
Oh,
don't
if I
know.
win
Do you
the
have any
car,
place to
bro.
put it?
Yeah, I need to buy. Use L to spin. Come on, baby. Car. Feeling lucky, feeling lucky. I got a max bet tonight. Oh, of course. Stupid clothes. I want a clothing item. That's like the worst thing. Alright, so I'm gonna place this bet with you right on the phone.
Okay, yeah, so, alright, so, hey, get in my face, bro. So, okay, we're talking about this thing here. Let's go ahead, let's sit down at a table. Hey, get out of my way,
Yeah.
skanks. Damn, she's chugging. Alright, so you're, let's see, car, table games, there we go. So you're placing a game live. We're doing basketball, right?
Basketball.
Okay.
We're placing two bets right now. We're playing Clippers versus Mavericks, and we're playing Nets versus Celtics tonight.
Oh, that dude just like
Yeah, he just pushed
gave
me
you,
out of the
gave you a
freaking game.
hand.
He was just like, get out of
Whoa.
here, bitch.
What's up with this dude with the pink sweatshirt?
Dude, get out of here.
Wow, where did he
This
come
dude
from?
owns
Wow.
the Playboy Mansion over there.
That's pretty cool. Okay, so typically, like, what do you
Enjoy. Don't be
do? You look.
reckless.
What is this right here? 3-card poker. Nah. Where's the blackjack? I think it's over here somewhere.
Dude, it'd be sweet if you could actually like bet on like basketball
Yeah, there we
games
go.
virtually in here. I'm gonna.
Welcome to the table.
Alright, I'm gonna play
Bets,
these.
please.
Sit down, motherfucker. Oh.
New player.
Vinegar.
Welcome.
No, you don't have to actually like. We don't have to do anything right now. You can just actually
Yeah, yeah.
explain to me what you're doing right
Yeah.
now. Okay.
So what I'm doing right now, I'm looking at this game. Okay.
Mhm.
The Nets are -9. So that -9 means the sports makers, the odds makers think that the Nets are going to win by 9 points.
Okay.
So in order for this bet to win, I need the Nets to win by 9 points or more for this bet to win. If the Nets win by 2, the bet doesn't do anything for me. Unless I take money line. But see, the thing is, if you take the money line, they're saying, the odds makers are saying they're gonna win. So
Gotcha.
the odds for the Nets to win are -450, which would mean if I risk $10, I would only win $2.
Ooh.
It's essentially, yeah. Now let's say I take the Celtics money line and I risk $10. I'd win $35. If that's, and you can, I always like to play with it too when I open it up and I kind of adjust my unit size and kind of play with what I want to win.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm doing with this Nets game is I'm taking it minus. I don't like the -9 personally. So what I'm going to do is you can buy points. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in, I'm going to go to an alternate spread, and I'm going to take the Nets to win by -7.5, meaning I need them to win by 8 or more instead of 9. And I'm going to risk
Wow.
$45 on that to win $32. And I just placed that live in action. I saw my bankroll go down, which is always not a good thing, but you're hoping it's gonna just win, and then we're gonna just go right
But
back
well,
up.
you've been showing me some stuff over the last few days where, and even just talking with you and just kind of like, trying to figure out the best way to kind of like, set your money aside and all of that. it's gone up
It has
quite
gone up.
substantially. Like,
It has. Like it's gone. It's definitely gone up. It's been super nice actually.
that has, yeah, yeah. That's got to be very nice. Now, all right. So while I got you here, what, like, going in that you're going to have bad days,
Oh,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So,
You have to just accept those bad days and try to just know that the best gamblers in the world are only 55 to 57%. That's
is that
not.
right? Is that right?
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean 55 to 57. So essentially, if you're like a pro gambler,
Mm-hmm.
somebody who does this for a living legitimately, is hitting 55 to 57% of their bets.
Wow.
So think about how close that is to being.
That's like,
It's
I
a
mean,
little over
50-50 every
50%.
day, right?
Pretty much, yeah. So I mean, there are some
Okay.
guys where it's like, let's say you place on average 5 bets a day. Your goal is obviously to go 5-0, and that's great. That means you have like the best day you could have, which I had a couple days ago. I mean, I went like 5. I placed 5 bets. They all won. My bankroll shot up $200. But then you have the days where it's like you place 5 bets, you go 1-4, and you're like, oh my god, I just lost a lot. So it's just like back and forth, and it's just like you
Right.
just have to get over that emotional side to it. But
That was gonna be my question. So, like, how do you, like, so, there are times where I guess, like, right now, we're in a video game. So, when you have your losing streaks in a game, it's kind of hard to kind of, like, um, I guess, get that momentum to go forward. But you're not really, you're gaining points, losing points in a game world. This is real stuff. Like, how does
Yeah.
that affect, your day on, day to day, week to week? Just kind of like, what is it like? What is that roller coaster like for you?
it's probably not a very good. Like, there's some days where I'm like super like
I mean, because right
super
now
hyped
you're up.
about like
I mean, because right now
I'm up
you're up.
right now.
Yeah,
It's been
right.
good, and it's
Right.
just like when you're winning, it's just like. But I've actually kind of been. There was one point where I was like in my hole still, and I'm working to get a little bit more of what I want. But
Chips down.
when you're in a hole, it's just like it's dangerous because you have to like tell yourself to stop, and you have to like take a couple days off, and it's just like, all right, you're losing money. And I mean, obviously, like
Sorry, all bets are closed.
I think I have.
There's a 2.
I know what it's like to have
There's a 9. There's a 5.
associated people that I know that have gone through some tough times when it comes to gambling and stuff like that.
But we've got some,
And-
even family that have,
Yeah, and I'm just trying to be really smart about it. I'm really trying
A
to
19.
use it because I think I
Would
do
you
know
like a card?
sports to a certain degree where I can
Card for you.
legitimately make this a
It's your move.
kind of like side income. And I'm not saying I'm going to do this professionally, but like
Right.
get to a point where I can actually make
Well, I
more
feel like,
money.
I mean, you're on that path now. I
There's
mean,
a 7. Another.
It's getting there. It's getting
There's a
there.
16. Would you like a card?
Almost.
It's your move.
so do you feel like also too, like, what is it with different sports? Like, I mean, like, I know basketball right now. I know football.
That's the button for the house.
Are there other things like, I mean, like, oh, it's 120 chips. Let's go talk about betting. Just 120 chips. So are there other things like you talked about baseball, trying to figure that out? I mean, like, what is the whole scope? Like, is it like basically like just any sport you can possibly think of? Like, we're talking like chicken fights.
I can read you off what you can gamble. All right, baseball, basketball, boxing, college basketball, college football, darts, football, golf, hockey, UFC, motor racing, rugby, soccer, tennis. You can bet on
Wow.
any of that.
That sounds like a lot.
And it is a lot. And like the thing is, people
All bets are
bet
closed.
on
Let's
everything.
begin.
And it's like what I'm trying to do is
And a 3.
focus in on the things that I can get really good at, which
There's
is
a 19.
basketball,
Mm-hmm.
A
football,
9.
a little bit of hockey, a little bit of
There's an 8.
baseball, and like really focus
Card
on
for you.
what you would call the big four of sports and hone in on those. But also on the side, when those seasons are down,
Another.
then you can get into some other things.
Right.
But you really have to like research it and you
Get
have
the ins
to
and outs.
learn
Yeah,
about
dude.
it.
Would you like
Yeah.
a card?
Because if you don't,
Please
I
make
mean,
your move.
you can't go into this blind. You have to do research. If you're not doing research, you can't feel comfortable putting your own money on this stuff. Like this is like legit stuff where like I can put $100. I mean, I just put $80 on the Clippers to win by 3 points. Like, that's a lot of money for me, just saying, hey, I'm going to drop $80 on this, and if it doesn't hit, I'm down. I just lost $80, you know.
Well, hopefully everybody, let's keep our fingers crossed for Holden right here. Okay,
Let's get the clip. I mean, we'll see we'll follow up video.
Yeah,
we'll see if
follow
the
up.
Clippers win
We'll
tonight.
see what happens.
I'll feel good.
Comment in the section down below.
But see,
yeah.
the research that I had for this was, you know, the Clippers are kind of in a must-win situation. The Clippers have high hopes. They've got a lot of players that are championship caliber, and the team that they're playing, their best player has a shoulder strain. He's questionable for the game. Even if he plays, which he might, we don't know if he's going to be 100%. And sometimes, I'm not saying all the time, but sometimes the NBA and sports in general like it when a playoff series runs a little bit longer. Why? Because they can make more money off of it. So I'm not saying that it's all fixed and stuff, but I'm saying sports, like NBA officials, all of this is a business at the end of the day. So why not, especially with COVID last year, why not make a series go 7 games instead of 4 games? You're getting 3 extra games to sell tickets, to sell merch, to sell food.
Oh no, totally, absolutely. Yeah, I mean everything. Yeah.
I'm not saying that that's what they're doing, but I just think it's also in a situation where they have to win this game.
Well, do you consider that when you're placing bets, like in a game where we're looking at not just necessarily this team needs to win, but being a playoff game, being it basketball, football, whatever, they need to make a show of it. So is that something that you need to consider as well? Like what kind of game you're looking at, whether it's just a regular playoff game, it's just a standard season game?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean,
really?
Like,
okay.
Yeah, I mean, because you look at the intensity. I mean, like, it was so hard to gamble the last couple of weeks of the NBA season because so many players were sitting. Guys that are already in the playoffs aren't playing.
Oh wow.
And so you place these games, you place bets on these games, and you know, a team that has the top team in the league loses to the worst team in the league because, you know, some of these players on the worst team are fighting for a contract or fighting for their job, essentially, when you've got the players like LeBron James who just aren't even, they don't care. They're in the playoffs. They know who they are. They don't need to work on that. So, yeah, definitely. I mean,
wow,
I just bet $5,000. I just bet $5,000. I got my $5,000 back. I just max bet that. But yeah, definitely take into it, and that's what I like about it too. It's like taking in the kind of emotional side to the game. I feel like that's something I know better. Who's going to go off? You know, maybe something happened. I mean, all right, man. Just as an example, I bet on the Atlanta Hawks today, and it won. Why did I go so heavy on the Hawks? Well, because one of their players, while they were in New York, got spit on. I just felt like he was going to be like, he wants him, and not only him, but that fires up a team. What happened?
Blood.
The Hawks just absolutely smacked the Knicks today, and it's just like they came out for blood. So you take into account the players and the injuries and the momentum that a team has, but then you also look at the emotional side of it and just like this team's gonna go off.
Nice.
I'm staying it, baby. I think I just won $10,000.
I've been handling this like I hope when you go back and watch this later, like I've been 20 chips here, 20 chips there, but I've been playing it safe, playing it good, but I've been winning. I've been playing some nice hands right here, man.
I just won 10,000 chips.
Wow, that's solid,
max
bro.
Bet that. Just max bet that.
Do you want to max bet? All right, we're gonna do one more max bet.
Because I'm putting max bets right now.
All right, we're doing max bet. All right. All right, R4 is telling us it's time to wrap up. No, I don't like this. This has been so good. This has been such a great episode of Rob's Arcade.
Nice. It's nice to kind of get some of this off my chest too. It makes me, helps me kind of like keep things disciplined and keep it in perspective because it's
what's the
really
bet?
easy
What
to
is
get
bet?
out of
I've always what is it like? I'm like, what is it? EET
bet.
EET.
Every time you place a bet, you got to think of a bet. B stands for bankroll management, which is one of the hardest things to do.
Oh, I busted.
You really have to understand. That unit size.
Bankroll management. Yeah.
E
Okay.
is emotional discipline. You really have to
There's a
stay
14.
disciplined no matter. You're going to lose and you have to accept it.
Just did.
And then T, yeah, and T is trust the process because people want to flip money, make it a quick flip. Oh yeah, I can make $10 turn into 100K. That can be done, but that's essentially like a lottery ticket. You might as well go buy a scratch off because it's the same kind of thing. If you really want to trust this process, you take it one day at a time. You research the games. You place a solid, manageable bet,
Like a card?
and watch that bankroll build up over time. And yeah, I mean, you could hopefully what I'm trying to do is use it as a second source of income. So
Nice. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
dude, you know, I've always enjoyed listening to your ups and downs, and I'm kind of glad I got like a little bit more
Would you like a card? Please
understanding.
make your move.
Real quick, parlay. What is that about?
A
parlay
19,
just means
and the dealer wins.
you're taking two teams or more to win. So essentially, like tonight, I bet
All right,
you know
that's
the Nets to win by 7. Well, I can parlay that with the Clippers bet and make it a parlay. But what I did is I took 2 straight bets. It means just one bet. So I bet the
Okay, so
Clippers
you're
and
just
I
doing
bet
one
the
solid
Nets.
thing. Gotcha.
If I parlay them together, that's going to increase the odds because it's going to be harder for all those things to happen, right? So you can have a 16-team parlay, and that's essentially saying you need 16 things to happen in order for you to win. It is so hard to win parlays, and the books know that.
7.
Odds makers know that. That's what they want. They want you to do parlays because it's better odds. You know, they probably make so much money on the average bettor who just puts 10, 15 bucks on a parlay that will pay out $300, but it is so hard to hit them. And I've hit a
Wow.
couple good ones.
It's
Yeah.
your move.
Yeah, essentially parlay just means 2 or more games, and that's the most you should do is 2 teams. If you're going to do a parlay, that's the most you should do is a 2-team parlay. If you know anything more than 3 is very hard to hit, and if you can hit those consistently, props to you. But I don't think many people are hitting those things on a consistent basis.
All right,
It's hard
dude.
enough to hit our
Well,
straight bet.
We're going to wrap it up right here. This has been so much fun. So cool. Comment down below. Please like, please share. And Holden, thank you so much for like hanging out, dude. This has been awesome.
Dude, yes, for sure.
I guess until next time, don't spend your
Don't
quarter
spend your quarter
anywhere else. Yeah,
anywhere
dude.
else. Let's go.
Let's play some bets. Let's do this, bro. Nice.
Dude, I just lost $10,000 just now.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm losing.